She whispered, "Don't leave me again," and the cowboy pulled her into his arms forever. The rifle smoke still hung in the morning air when Marie heard the horse. Sheriff Caldwell lay sprawled across the courthouse steps, his badge catching the first light like a broken star. Blood pooled between the stone cracks, seeping into 20 years of dirt and secrets. Marie stood over him, the Winchester trembling in her hands, watching his chest for any sign of movement. "There was none. You gonna run?" The voice came from the shadows across the square. Marie turned. A man sat mounted on a black horse, hat pulled low, but she knew that voice. Knew it like her own heartbeat. "I've been running my whole life. The day I stop." The rider nudged his horse forward, spurs ringing against the morning quiet. "They'll hang you for this, Marie." "Let them try." She didn't lower the rifle. "I know you, Cole Bennett. Figured you might." He dismounted slow, hands visible. "Been 7 years. 7 years, 2 months, 16 days. Her voice cracked. "Not that I was counting." Cole stepped closer, and she could see the lines around his eyes, the scar across his jaw that hadn't been there before. "You look the same. I feel dead inside." "That the same?" Marie kicked at Caldwell's boot. "This bastard took my sister." "Anna?" Cole's face went hard. "When?" "Winter after you left." She was 15. Marie's grip tightened on the rifle. "They found her dress by Miller's Creek. Said she drowned. But you knew better. I knew Caldwell was lying. Same way I knew you'd run when things got hard." Cole flinched like she'd slapped him. "Had to leave." "You know why, do I?" Marie stepped over Caldwell's body. "Because my daddy threatened you. Because the sheriff warned you off. Because loving me was too dangerous. Because they said they'd kill you if I stayed." The words hit her like cold water. In the distance, horses thundered toward town. "Deputies riding hard. They're coming," Cole said. "We got maybe 3 minutes." Marie looked down at the rifle, then at Caldwell's still face. "I killed him, Cole. I actually killed him." "Good." Cole reached for her hand. "Now we run together." "I said I'm done running, then we make our stand together." His fingers found hers. "But not here. Not like this." Marie dropped the rifle. It clattered on stone like a church bell falling. "Don't leave me again. Never." Cole pulled her toward his horse as lanterns began flickering to life in distant windows. "I promise you that." Cole pulled Marie behind the courthouse to where the old oak stood. 3 nooses hung from its thick branches like dead snakes, weathered rope that had claimed too many necks over the years. The tree cast long shadows across the weedy ground, and Marie could almost hear the ghosts of men who had died there. "Still giving me nightmares," she whispered, touching the rough bark. "Some things never change." Cole reached into his jacket. "But some things do." He pulled out a folded paper, edges soft from handling. "Got this 2 weeks ago. In Denver." Marie stared at the letter. "What is it?" "Read it." She unfolded the paper with shaking hands. The handwriting made her knees buckle. Anna's careful script, unmistakable even after all these years. "This can't be real. Anna's dead." "She's not," Marie read aloud, voice breaking. "They keep us in the old mine past Miller's Creek. He sells us to men from other towns. There are 5 of us now. If anyone gets this, please help." The letter fell from her fingers. 6 years. "She's been alive for 6 years, Marie. 6 years while I mourned her. While I put flowers on an empty grave." Tears streamed down her face. "While I blamed myself for not protecting her." Cole knelt beside her. "I should have stayed. Should have fought harder." "Why didn't you?" "Caldwell cornered me the night before I left. Said if I didn't disappear, he'd make sure you had an accident. Said it would look like you fell down some stairs. So you chose my life over my heart. Thought I was saving you. You were saving yourself." Marie wiped her eyes. "But Anna needed saving. Not me." In the distance, horses pounded closer. Shouts echoed through the streets. The deputies had found Caldwell's body. "We got minutes," Cole said. "What do you want to do?" Marie stood, her face hard as stone. "I want my sister back. The mine's dangerous. Could be a trap, don't care. Could be more men there, armed. I said I don't care." Marie grabbed the letter. "She's been waiting 6 years for someone to find this. I won't make her wait another day." Cole nodded. "Then we go get her. Together." "Together." He helped her to her feet. "But we do this smart." And we do it now. The sound of boots on courthouse steps echoed behind them. Time was running out. The mine entrance gaped like a wound in the hillside. Cole lit an oil lamp, shadows dancing across the rotting timber supports. Worked these tunnels when I was 16. Know every inch. How deep? Marie asked, checking her pistol. 50 feet to the main chamber. Then it splits. Cole started down the narrow path. Stay close. Some of these supports are ready to give. The air grew thick and stale as they descended. Water dripped somewhere in the darkness, each drop echoing like a heartbeat. Marie's boots slipped on wet stone, and Cole caught her arm. Hear that? He whispered. Voices. Faint, but human. Female. They moved deeper, following a side tunnel that Cole said shouldn't exist. This is new. Someone's been digging. The tunnel opened into a chamber carved from solid rock. 5 women sat chained to iron rings, bolted into the stone walls. Their clothes were torn, their faces hollow with despair. Marie's breath caught when she saw the one in the corner. Anna? The girl looked up with dead eyes. She was thinner than Marie remembered, her hair matted and filthy. For a long moment she didn't react. Anna, it's me. It's Marie. Marie's dead, Anna whispered. Marie died years ago. No, baby. I'm here. Marie knelt beside her sister. I'm real. Anna's chains rattled as she reached out with trembling fingers. You came. Of course I came. They said no one would. They said everyone forgot. Anna's voice was broken glass. Judge Morrison comes every week. Brings men from other towns. Marie's blood turned to ice. Morrison? The judge who married us when we were kids? He owns us now, said another girl, maybe 17. Him and the sheriff made a deal. Take girls nobody would miss. Orphans, Anna whispered. Runaways. Girls from poor families. The whole town knows. Marie asked. Some do. Most pretend they don't. Anna gripped Marie's hand. But you came. I knew you would. I should have come sooner. Don't leave me again. Please don't leave me. Never, I promise. Cole was already working on Anna's chains with a metal tool. We need to move. All of you. That's when they heard it. Gunshots echoing down from the surface. Shouts. Boots on stone. They found the entrance, Cole said. Marie pulled Anna close. Can you walk? I think so. Then we're getting out of here. All of us. More gunshots. Closer now. There's another way, Cole said. Old ventilation shaft. Comes out near the creek. Lead the way. As they helped the other women to their feet, Anna whispered in Marie's ear. I dreamed of this moment every night. Cole pulled dynamite sticks from his pack, hands moving fast in the lamplight. Learned this in the copper mines. 2 charges should bring down the entrance. How long do we have? Marie asked, breaking the chains on the last captive woman. Minutes, maybe less. Cole wedged the first charge against a support beam. Get them to the back tunnel. Anna grabbed Marie's arm. He's coming. Who? Morrison. I heard the deputy tell him on the radio. Anna's eyes were wide with terror. He said too many people know now. Said he's coming to clean house. Heavy boots echoed in the main tunnel. Multiple sets. Armed men moving in formation. This way, Cole whispered, leading them toward the ventilation shaft. But voices cut them off from that direction too. They were surrounded. Nobody move. Judge Morrison stepped into the chamber, flanked by 4 deputies with rifles. He was older than Marie remembered, silver-haired and wearing an expensive suit that looked wrong in the filthy mine. Miss Dalton, you've caused quite a stir. Not near enough, Marie said. Always were a spirited girl. Your sister has that same fire. Morrison smiled at Anna, who shrank behind Marie. Though we've been working to tame it. You sick bastard. Careful now. I'm still a judge in this county. Morrison gestured to his men. Been keeping order for 30 years. Some things require difficult choices, like selling children. Like understanding that some people are expendable, orphans, runaways, girls from families that won't be missed. Morrison's voice was calm, reasonable. We provide a service. Keep the peace. Feed the economy. By trafficking women. By managing resources. You wouldn't understand. You've never held real power. Marie stepped forward. I understand enough. Do you? Your little crusade ends here. All of you. Tragic mining accident, cave-in, bodies never recovered. Cole's hand found the detonator behind his back. You finished talking, Judge? Morrison raised his pistol. Quite finished. Good. Cole triggered the charges. The explosion shattered the world. Stone and timber crashed down as the mine entrance collapsed in a roar of dust and debris. Morrison's men screamed as tons of rock buried the main tunnel. In the chaos, Cole grabbed Marie and Anna, pushing them toward the ventilation shaft as the remaining support beams groaned and split. "Move!" he shouted over the rumbling. "Whole place is coming down." They climbed through darkness as the mountain settled around them, leaving Morrison and his men trapped below. Governor Bradley's mansion sat on the hill like a monument to stolen power. Marie kicked open the front door, her pistol drawn, Anna and the other rescued women behind her. Cole flanked them with his rifle ready. "Where is he?" Marie called into the marble foyer. "Study," Anna whispered. "Upstairs. Third door." They climbed the grand staircase, boots echoing on polished wood. The study door was mahogany, thick and imposing. Marie shouldered it open. Governor Bradley sat behind an enormous desk, calm as death. The walls were covered with photographs, dozens of young faces staring down from frames, missing girls, all of them. "Miss Dalton, I've been expecting you." "I bet you have. Please, sit. We can discuss this like civilized people." Bradley gestured to leather chairs. "I'm prepared to offer compensation, quite generous compensation." "For what?" "Your silence, your sister's trauma, the unfortunate events at the mine." Bradley opened a checkbook. "Shall we say 50,000 each?" Anna stepped forward, her voice stronger than it had been in years. "I know you." Bradley's pen stopped moving. "I'm sorry. You were the first one, 6 years ago. You came to the mine when I was new." Anna's hands shook, but her voice held steady. "You said I reminded you of your daughter. You're mistaken. You have a scar on your shoulder, shaped like a horseshoe." Anna's eyes blazed. "I remember everything." Marie pressed the gun to Bradley's temple. "Move and you're dead." Cole was already gathering papers from the desk, stuffing photographs into a satchel. "This is evidence of 20 years of trafficking. Names, dates, payments. You don't understand the scope of what you're interfering with," Bradley said. "This operation spans 3 states, judges, sheriffs, mayors. Kill me and you accomplish nothing." "Who said anything about killing you?" "You're holding a gun to my head because I want you alive. Dead men can't confess." Marie spotted the recording equipment in the corner. "Cole, get that machine running." "Smart girl, but you think anyone will believe recordings? With all this evidence, yeah, I do." Cole cranked the recording device. "It's ready." Marie cocked the pistol. "Start talking, Governor. Tell them everything. Names, locations, money, all of it." Bradley looked at the photographs on his walls, at Anna's determined face, at the evidence scattered across his desk. "You have no idea what you've unleashed." "Good. Now speak." Dawn broke over the courthouse steps where Sheriff Caldwell's blood still stained the stone. Marie stood where it all began, watching the telegraph lines hum with messages racing to newspapers across 3 states. Cole loaded their horses while Anna and the other rescued women prepared to leave. "Hard to believe it's over," Cole said, checking the saddlebags filled with evidence. "It's not over. It's just beginning." Marie folded the last of Bradley's confession recordings into her jacket. "But we won't be here to see the end." Anna approached, moving slowly but without the broken shuffle she'd carried from the mine. "Marie, can I say something?" "Of course. I dreamed of this moment every night. You coming for me. Us leaving together." Anna's voice was stronger now, clearer than it had been in years. "In my dreams, we always rode toward the sunrise." Marie felt tears on her cheeks. "We're really doing this, aren't we? If you want to. What about you, Cole?" Marie turned to face him. "Why did you really come back?" Cole tightened the saddle straps, not meeting her eyes. "Because I never stopped loving you. Simple as that." 7 years is a long time to carry love, not long enough to kill it. He finally looked at her. but I understand if you can't forgive what I did." Leaving when you needed me most, Marie stepped closer. The morning light caught the silver in his hair, the lines around his eyes that spoke of hard years and harder choices. "Cole?" "Yeah?" "Don't leave me again." He pulled her into his arms, and she felt something break open in her chest, not breaking apart, but breaking free. "Never," he whispered against her hair. "I promise you that." The other women were already mounted, ready to start new lives far from this place. Anna climbed onto her horse, still fragile but no longer broken. "Where are we going?" Anna asked. "West," Marie said, settling into her saddle. "Far enough that none of these bastards can find us." They rode toward the sunrise, not as fugitives, but as survivors. Behind them, the telegraph lines carried their truth to every corner of 3 states. The recordings would topple governors and judges, sheriffs and mayors, but that was someone else's fight now. Anna rode between Marie and Cole, scarred but free. The wind carried their laughter across the prairie as they crossed the state line, leaving the past buried in a collapsed mine and their future spreading like wildfire through the morning air.